Okay, so now we should talk about the Mode 7 Battle Arena, because it is awesome. If it loads. Okay, so... I'm gonna turn this off, actually. So, I have had some problems with this. Where is my line? There's my line. So there's a scene in the game where you go to the Magic School Battle Arena and fight this character here, Locke. I'm gonna actually open this up in main game mode, so it might actually have audio. I'm not sure if that's muted or not, too. Oh yeah, hold on. Mute. So, this is my Mode 7 thing that's probably gonna— wow, it's actually not lagging too hard. Well, there we go. Can I turn on my other— wow, what? Oh, okay, there we go. 3 frames. Okay, so... hold on. If this is actually lagging as hard as I think it is, I'm just gonna overlay a video clip. As we saw earlier, my settings are not set up for my 4K monitor correctly. So... This song... Okay, so, this is really neat. This is my battle arena, and it's in Mode 7, and I've got all the camera angles, and it's great. I feel like this might be a question. So, how I'm doing the height for the characters, I'm actually just doing ginormous, bloody graphics. It's actually the same way I'm doing the height walls in the Mode 7 theater for the backdrops. This is just the characters on levels that are incrementally going up, and then the down ones, which are the same. And that was really cool. Now, it's not perfect. If you rotate the camera wrong, then there's, like, weird distortion, and I can't really do anything about that unless I had, like, a full-on height map sort of deal. But as far as Ultra Mode 7 goes, this is not bad. This is good. I can accept this. I did have to remove— I posted a screenshot, actually, on Twitter a while back when I was working on this, and, there was actually another row of characters in the stands. I got lag. I mean, this is like, totally 5 events. So this was event 444 at the time. So yeah, lots of events. I think at about the 400 mark, it started really slowing down. So I had to remove the extra row on everyone, except for these 2, which are here for camera purposes, and they get turned off when they're not in use. But, yeah. I have noticed some issues with this. The camera things don't really matter because I'm controlling the camera for all of it. It just changes here, and then it changes for the cutscenes. It's all good. But, when you start up the game in it, it runs fine. And when you teleport from the previous map, like a non-Mode 7 map, it runs fine. But if you've been playing the game for a little bit, and then you go into the map, it lags like crazy. And I don't remember having this on Mode 7 Theater. Now, I have had a lot of lag on the world map, and I'm gonna work on that, and I'm probably gonna reduce a lot of things about the world map, but, I'm not too concerned, because it's just essentially a layout until I want to pretty it up. It's just a placeholder at this moment. But, I don't know why this is lagging. I'm assuming it's the amount of events, but I don't know, and I'm gonna have to do some testing to figure that out. And yes, I know, as some of you pointed out on Twitter, some of these are repeats. But I didn't want to use more than— I think it's just like these 2. Yeah, and the walls. These 2 sets of graphics, because they're big, and there are a lot of events, and the less resources I can use, the better. Like, there are a bunch. They're just, like, these Anywho. So this is really cool, and I'm really happy about it. if I can get the lag worked out, it'll be fine. And I'm considering, I don't want to do this, but a resource-intensive mode, I guess lag mode, which will just turn off a whole bunch of stuff that cause lag if you're having problems. I mean, I've got other things for that already, like the turning off the blur and the removing the character graphics and stuff. So, should be fine. But, that is something I do need to still fix. Like, if you just start on it, it's fine, it works no problem. I don't know what's causing it, and it's not like just going from a non-Mode 7 map to a Mode 7 map, because that's clearly not the case. The only thing I can think of, it just doesn't like doing that with this amount of events on it. I don't know. I don't know. But besides that, I have no lag. Like, when it works, it has no lag, and sometimes I've gotten on here and it has no lag. I'm chalking it up to Envy is just really unstable when it comes to lag, at least for my game and my brother's game. I was playing my brother's game a bit earlier at his place, and he was just jumping from like 30 frames to 60 for no reason, and then it was back to 60 when you went back on the map, and game design is fun. So that's Mode 7 Battle Arena. I'm super happy with it, and when it doesn't lag, it's wonderful, and I love it, and I'm happy, and I have backups. This is what it was with all the extra events. This will not run at this present time. After finishing up the magic school, I wanted to work on some other stuff, because I need a break. You know, the problem with having, like, only one real major interest is when you need a break and people tell you to do other things, and it's like, but I don't like other things, I like this. But the thing with game design that's wonderful is there's always other things to do, and that's why I love it so much. Because, yeah, I could be mapping, but I could also be making graphics for other things, and be making progress, and that's just wonderful, and that's great, and I feel like you should be able to walk up here, but what do I know? I feel like I should just maybe fix that. Anywho, so I was working on stuff well into the future, because it was this big, long train of thought that was, I want to draw. What do I need to draw for? Oh, the epilogue quest, my favorite part of the game. So, in the original game, which I have just over here, this is actually not my working copy, because apparently the copy I was playing with is actually an older version that doesn't have Epilogue Quest 5 included. So, I don't know if this is where I start, but I assume that's where I start. So, after you beat the game, you have the option to go to the epilogue quests, which are, I've mentioned before, they're just extra quests that tie up loose ends, or artificially extend loose ends that I wanted to talk about. So, this is the epilogue quest menu, and it's entirely evented, because I don't do scripting, especially not back then. So this is all just pictures and stuff. And, I have better ways of doing this now. So, this was the original menu, and I wanted to keep kind of the same design with the characters and the other such things. Actually, I'm fairly certain if I, don't start on that one, the other ones will appear locked. Yeah. So, they have 3 sections locked, unlocked, and completed, which is too much of a pain in the butt to show you, but it just changes the text to completed. Not the biggest deal. So that's all evented back then. And, I will just show you this. This is what I mean by evented. You move the cursor and there's just a whole ton of stuff going on, and I can't even comprehend. Don't do this. Do this. It's fun, but don't do this. So, I did something easier in this game because I know better now. Okay, so, where's the inn? Test inn. I think it's you, right? So, if you absolutely don't want any spoilers for the epilogue quests, you know what, I think it's fine. You've seen the previous list of characters that are involved in the epilogue quests in the last thing I just showed, so you're probably good. Am I still getting low frames? Yeah. That's just because I'm recording, I'm guessing. Because that is sad. Well, I will work on that for the next one. Whoa. Okay, so the epilogue quests. This is gonna die if I don't have at least one of these enabled, so let's unlock. So much lag. I will fix this next recording, I promise. So, I have this set up in Yanfly's common event menu. Yes, that's what it was called. And I'm not sure exactly how I'm gonna do these yet. Right now they don't actually do anything. But, this song is too creepy to be talking about my epilogue quests. Okay, that's fine. That's a cute, happy song. So, in the original game, I made these after the fact. I intended to add them, so I made the thing up, but they were all locked. And I know I've talked about this before, and I'm still not sure if I want to do them as DLC. If I do them as DLC, I'll do them all as one thing, and I'll only do them as DLC, I think, if I want to release them after the fact, like, sequentially, like, if I want to release the game and then do the epilogue quest. And I don't think I want to go that route. I think I want to release it with the epilogue quests in all of them. If I do a DLC, I'm not going to charge for them, I don't think. I think they're an integral part of the experience of the game. So, let's, so I have this other lag that's, I think I've mentioned from my, like, mouse and stuff, and it's like the receptor on my wireless mouse isn't hooking up, but on my second monitor that isn't 4K, it works fine and there's no lag, so I don't know what that's about. It's weird. But, so what I have so far is, you can also access the menu, which will just open the menu. It needs work, I can hide other things and whatnot, but, that's what we got so far. Anyway, so I have pictures of the characters that are representative of the sprites in the previous one and the old one, and, they're for the quests, I don't know, they're cute. And, for when they are, completed, I need to leave one of these open so I can click it, I think. They will change the graphic, change the name, and will label as completed. Now, something I've been working on, actually, and something I decided to do, is that, after you... How do I want to put this? For completing the epilogue quests now, each individual one, you'll be rewarded with another, art collectible, another bromide. Now, I've done one for each of these, and that brings the total bromide count up to actually 42, which gives me a nice line amount, so they're all even, and I love that. But, so what I was thinking, and I actually have this done up, but I made sure to take them out before showing you this, because I don't want to show you my special epilogue quest bromides, because they're new, and they're fancy, and they're in a slightly different art style than the rest of my bromides, and it's driving me mental, but I don't want to go and change them. Sorry, I'm clicking a pen. I've gotta, let's hold a pencil instead. There we go. So yeah, they'll update the picture to a different one when they're completed, and I'm thinking, or rather I've implemented, having the, this song does not my feels. There we go. Happy Bright Smiles or something. It's the name of the song, similar, I don't know. Anyway. So yeah, the completed graphic will be updated with the bromide in a slightly desaturated version. And save menu is actually here, so after you get the bromides, you can go and not end game. Definitely not end game. Lag, thanks. This is running so bad. I don't have this actually recording in 4K, just so you know. I have it scaling down to 1920 1080 because I don't need extra big videos. Anywho, so I have that as accessible in here, and that's fine and good. And I'm really happy with how that turned out. It's actually a pain in the butt. I'll give you a little view of it, I guess. What is it? It's like way down here. So apparently, because this is how you set up the Yanfly common event menu, and it just uses comments, but apparently you can't have... Well, how should I put it? Comments are like base things, they seem like. They don't, like... stack, I guess? So I was trying originally to maybe conditional branch them, so if the switch is on, then, you know, do this one, but it didn't work. So I ended up just doing a different one for each, and it will update in this. Little haphazard feeling, but it's fine. It's actually not that complicated, and it's all good. And I'm actually really happy that it worked, because I didn't think it was going to. Yanfly, your plugins are amazing, and I'm sad you're retiring from NV plugins, but at the same time, you deserve a break. You seriously deserve a break. So, yeah, 42 bromides, and, okay, so, I think this will probably be the what am I even saying? So the final bromide is actually, slight spoilers, a group shot of all of the cast, because I actually really wanted to do one of these in the original game, and put it at the end of the epilogue quest, and I didn't, because that is a lot of drawing, and I just didn't want to do that. Actually, there are a lot of things in the final epilogue quest that I wanted to add in, but I didn't due to time-related reasons. I didn't finish the epilogue quest until like a year or more later, and by the time I finished them, the fifth one, or it was going to start the fifth one, MV actually came out, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna do tutorials for that now! So I didn't finish it until way later. And because of that, I ended up rushing some things and revising some things to make it more streamlined that I wanted to add in. Because I wanted to add in, like, a whole ton of extra stuff, like being able to go back and talk to the other characters and seeing what they're up to. You can do that for a couple of them, but they're not really interesting. And I've got some ideas for things that I want to do that I left open or that I want to expand upon. But we'll see. Because I feel like I'll get to Epilogue Quest 5 and be like, when is this game going to be over? And do the exact same thing, because I know me. But, so there's this final group shot, and it's a bit of a time skip picture. Sort of, like, the Epilogue Quests themselves are in a bubble of time that's unlabeled, I guess. It's just sometime in the future, whatever you're comfortable with. It sounds good, whatever. But, because of this, I actually updated some of the characters based on their own personal character development. Some of the characters got more, I don't want to say adult-looking outfits because I feel like that has a bad connotation, but so does mature-looking outfits. I guess it makes them look older. Akira and Zephyr actually have, in the epilogue quest, at the very, in EQ5, at the very end, after the final extra cutscene, I guess I'll just use Akira. Akira and Zephyr get their final costumes unlocked, which are royalty-looking costumes. And that says nothing for Zephy, but as far as Akira's goes, hers looks like this. Oh, look, she's all embarrassed! Aww. Wow, you really love that pose. Is it just not updating? Because there you go, there's a new one. So, her and Zephyr already have these poses designed because I had intentionally wanted to put them in. But one of my favorite pastimes is drawing my characters in other costumes. I don't know why, it's just a thing I do. I have entire sketchbooks of just random costumes they're in. Like, I like putting Akira in overalls, I don't know, it's a thing. But, so I've drawn other pictures of the characters, and I've actually, in this final picture, updated their costumes to reflect some of them. If I remember, I'll throw some on the screen right now. They're kind of spoilery pictures, so I'll crop them out to what's actually necessary to show. But, so I changed their character designs, and I'm considering, Valencia thinks this is a good idea, of adding separate costumes for them as well for like an entire group final costume. Now, not all of the characters get final costumes in the picture. Some of them use their default costumes, and some of them actually go back to their GM-EM costume based on their own personal character development. Or because I don't see them changing their clothes all that much. Like, Tadase specifically, I don't have an extra costume for him because I don't feel like he needed one. I feel like his still suits his place in life, I guess. Meanwhile, other characters like, let's say Choco, get a bit more of a cutesy look. Not like super cutesy, but like it's just a cuter kind of thing. I don't know. I thought it was cute. But that kind of thing. And then you've got Miki, who's back to his GM-EM1 costume, because I feel like that's very Nikki applicable. Miki is very Nikki. Miki is very Miki. Nikki is in a scientist outfit. Which might be available earlier in the game, I don't know. I know Kachi and Akira get one, but hers is much cuter and more detailed. But yeah, there wouldn't be one for everyone because of that, and that's fine. It'd just be a couple of characters. And since Akira and Zephyr are done, they're the ones with the most poses. So as long as they're done, it's fine. There's no problem. It's not even. It is not a problem. Everything's gonna be happy. Everything's gonna happy. Everything's gonna happy. There we go. Let me know if you get that reference. I just rewatched an anime because it had a new season, and now I want a season 5. Anyway, I feel like there was more I wanted to mention, but I don't remember anything else, so my throat's getting sore, so I think we'll end there before I choke and die. Okay, thank you for watching the devlog of this thing. How do I do my extros? Outros? Whatever. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later, gamers. Woohoo!